Hallo, hallo. Hallo, hallo. Schönen guten Nachmittag oder späteren Nachmittag. Willkommen in Laufen bei Wahlen, Wahlen bei Laufen, wie immer. Die Schüüre steht auf dem Bann von Laufen und der Bauernhof meines Wissens auf dem Bann von Wahlen. Wir sind hier gerade ein bisschen an der Grenze. So, heute tue ich mein erstes Konzert in der Neuhof Schüüre veranstalten. Es wird mit grosser Wahrscheinlichkeit nicht das letzte sein, nicht nur, weil ich Ende Juni sowieso wieder da bin, sondern ganz einfach, weil die Affische hier ein bisschen mehr oder eigentlich besser passt zu meinen Konzerten, zu meinem Musikstil wie das Schlachthaus in Laufen. Und ich glaube, so das Ambiente insgesamt kommt ganz gut rüber. Ich kann mir sehr gerne Feedbacks geben zu diesem Konzert und auch zum nächsten, wie das bei euch so ankommt. Und wenn es Verbesserungsvorschläge gibt, bin ich da sehr offen, die einzuarbeiten. So, heute Abend hören wir eine Schweizer Premiere mit der Alison Brown und ihrem Quartett. Sie nennen sich heute Alison Brown Acoustic Quartet. Und so eine Chance habe ich mir einfach nicht entgehen, als ich die Anfrage bekommen, ob ich die gerne engagieren will. Es war kurzfristig für meine Verhältnisse, vielleicht auch deswegen ein massiv unterdurchschnittlicher Zuschauerzuspruch heute, aber nichtsdestotrotz, mir macht es Spass, euch so Musik zu präsentieren. Ihr werdet ganz sicher einen tollen, unvergesslichen Abend genießen. Viel Vergnügen. Alison Brown Acoustic Quartet. Would you please welcome?
Thank you very much. Dankeschön. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be here to play for you guys this evening. Thank you so much for coming to listen to us. I've been practicing my German. Do you mind if I try? Because everybody understands English perfectly, so I feel very silly, but I wanted to try. So, guten Abend. Thank you. Ich freue mich sehr, hier zu sein. Das ist das erste Mal, dass wir in Schweiz spielen. Vielen Dank, dass Sie uns dabei besuchen. Mein Deutsch ist leider nicht so gut. Und ich weiß nicht, was ich sage. Ich spreche wohl besser English. We're going to let our bass player sing a song for you guys. This is a song that I recorded on a record that I made called Fair Weather with Tim O'Brien singing and Daryl Enger playing fiddle and Mike Marshall playing guitar. And so I have even better musicians to do it with me tonight. Okay, so just a minute. Okay. An Bass und Gesang mit Gründung von Compass Records, mein Ehemann und der beste Bassist in seiner Preisloge. Bitte machen Sie willkommen Gary West on the bass.
Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. People stop and stare. I can't see their faces, only the shadows of their eyes. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain, going where the weather suits my clothes, banking off of the northeast wind. I'll be sailing on a summer breeze, skipping over the ocean like a stone. my clothes. Banking off of the northeast wind, I'll be sailing on a summer breeze, skipping over the ocean like a stone. Everybody's talking at me, I don't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. I won't let you leave my love behind. I won't let you leave my love behind. I won't let you leave.
Thank you. That was a tune for all the banjo players in the audience. Do we have any banjo players here? Sure, one. I know there's more than one. Don't be shy. We just came from a festival in France called Autour du Banjo, which was all about the banjo in France. It was a lot of French men playing banjos. It was very cool. I want to see some Swiss men play banjo. Is that possible? Sometime? Okay, I hope so. We're going to turn Matt Flinner over here loose on the mandolin on a tune that he wrote and recorded on his very first record that he made for Compass Records back in the 1900s. An der Mandolin und Bouzouki, ein der bester Mandolinist, Komponisten, Spieler und Spieler, die ich kenne. That's Matt Flinner on the mandolin, y'all.
All right, well, this is a tune inspired by barnyard animals, you know. Chickens. You gotta have chickens in your bluegrass tunes every now and then, so or it's not really a bluegrass tune. So here is one called City Chickens. It's a modern chicken tune, actually. It's but they're from the city, so more urban.
So,
City Chickens. I don't know
how do we say that? So we figured out
chicken
how
in
to say it
German.
in French. What is it? That's up to you.
Stadt une. I don't know that word, but Stadt.
One more time for Matt Flinner, y'all. Thank you. I'd like to introduce you to the fellow over here playing the everything. He's playing everything tonight. How many of you saw Brian when he was here with Claire Lynch last month? Wow, you have a lot of fans.
Es ist gut, Sie wiederzusehen.
That's right. Okay. An Fiddle, Gitarre, Mandoline und Gesang. Ist das einzige in der Gruppe der Deutsch Werkstatt. Ich muss aufpassen, was ich sage. Wird einmal bekannter Name und größter Star in Bluegrass-Musik sein. Die Mädels würden ihn leiden und ist nachzuhaben. Please make him welcome. That's Brian McDowell.
Kind of picked up on that, yes. So, jetzt spiele ich ein Lied, ja. Ein Lied, das ist populär gemacht von Tony Rice und geschrieben bei Norman Blake. About 3 miles on the Baptist Yard at the reverse curve on down. Not far south of the town depot, Sullivan Shack was found, back on the higher ground. You could see him every day, walking down the line, with an old brown sack across his back and his long hair down behind, speaking his worried mind. It's a long way from the Delta to the North Georgia hills, and a old sack full of ginseng don't pay no traveling bill. I'm too old to ride the rails, I'll thumb the road alone, but I guess I'll never make it back to home, my muddy water Mississippi Delta home. Winters here, they get too cold, the damp it makes me ill. You can't dig no roots in the mountainside when the ground goes hard and still. You gotta stay at the foot of the hill. But next summer things will turn bright, the companies will pay high. I'll make enough money to pay my bills and bid these mountains goodbye. Then he said with a sigh, it's a long way from the Delta to the North Georgia hills, and a tote sack full of ginseng don't pay no traveling bills. I'm too old to ride the rails, I'll thumb the road alone, but I guess I'll never make it back to home, my muddy water Mississippi Delta. a long way from the Delta to the North Georgia hills, and a tote sack full of ginseng don't pay no travel bills. I'm too old to ride the rails off on the road alone, but I guess I'll never make it back to home. My muddy water Mississippi Delta home. My muddy water Mississippi Delta home.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Are banjo jokes popular in Switzerland? Banjo jokes? Do you want to hear? No? Yes. Okay. The mandolin players say yes. The banjo players say no. Here's my favorite one. What has 16 eyes and 3 teeth? No? The front row of a banjo concert. But not in Switzerland. Not in Switzerland. Only in France. We have a brand new record out. It's called The Song of the Banjo. And my idea with this record was to try to record some songs that would be familiar to people who think that they don't like the banjo. There are a lot of people, which is most people. And most people think the banjo is good for bank robberies and driving too fast. So we wanted to record some tunes that might be a little bit more romantic and might be appealing to people who think that they don't like the banjo. So this next tune is one that we recorded. It was written by Cyndi Lauper, and I bet you're going to recognize it. Thank you. Well, I mentioned a record called Fair Weather that I made a few years back. And for that record, I wrote a piece to play with the mandolinist Mike Marshall, whom you know, I'm sure, and the violin player Daryl Enger. So this tune is named after the tradition in bluegrass music of the musicians going to the CD table after the show to sell CDs and shake hands with the fans. So in a hillbilly talk, they say that's called a shake and howdy. Shake and howdy. So that's the name of this tune, is Shake and Howdy. And Brian and Matt were kind enough to learn all the notes so that we could play it for you tonight. So we hope you like this one. My heroes. So we brought some stuff for you guys from the United States. We have CDs. We have our new CD, Song of the Banjo, and Fair Weather, of course, the one we've got some bluegrass tunes on, and Stolen Moments and The Company You Keep, 4 of our records. And we also have Section House that Brian played on. You have some left, right? And they mostly were sold in France. They're sold out, really? Wow. You should move here. We also have some records from Matt Flinner and some great mandolin music and awesome tunes of Matt's. And we have t-shirts. We have a brand new banjo design. Very feminine, but not too feminine. It's the men in California, they like it. The men in Tennessee, not so sure. The men in France, très bon, c'est très bon. And also we have some caps. I don't know, the baseball caps. Okay, a couple left with a cat playing the banjo. It's cool, super cat.
Thing about banjo music is you can take it out of the United States, but you're not allowed to bring it back. So we have to sell everything.
That's right. Otherwise, at customs, back to Switzerland.
Bad news, yeah.
That's right. We're going to sing the title track from Fair Weather for you. This tune was written by Steve LeBay, who lived in, maybe some of you knew Steve, because he lived in Germany. He and Jean did for a long time. I've always loved this song. I hope you like it too.
Sometimes unkind, and it seems to fool me time after time. But I left home some time ago, just like a river I had to grow. It's a lonesome feeling living on the road. There's a woman on your mind when the cold wind blows. Well, I got fair weather on my mind, just like the things I left behind. Life ain't easy, sometimes unkind, and it seems to fool me time after time. Seen laughs and sorrow, good times and pain, had my troubles, Lord, just the same. Like a hobo on an overhead train, you're alone and you never hear your name. Look out, fair weather on my mind, just like the things I left behind. Life ain't easy, sometimes unkind, and it seems to fool me time after time. Well, I got fair weather on my mind, just like the things I left behind. Life ain't easy, sometimes unkind, and it seems to fool me time after time.
to take a short intermission. We'd love to shake and howdy with you. We're going to play a tune that is very old. Who knows it? Maybe it comes from Switzerland, I don't know. But I always loved the way Earl Scruggs played this tune. We'll do our own version of a little bit of Sally Ann for you.
Okay. So. Sind noch alle da? Das ist besonders erfreulich. Ich habe noch zwei Sachen ankündigen. Wir machen ja am 28. Juni, das ist in gut 2 Wochen hier weiter, mit der High Plains Jamboree. Das findet ihr auf euren Sitz. Das dürfen wir ruhig mit heimnehmen und wieder kommen am 28.06. und bringen gerade noch 2, 3 Kollegen und Kolleginnen mit, weil auch diese Band ist durchaus äußerst vorzüglich, weil die machen jetzt tatsächlich ihre eigene Art akustische Musik, weil sie fast alles eigene Lieder komponieren. Und das sind 4 Leadsänger, respektive 2 Leadsänger und 2 Leadfrauen, die singen. Und sie wechseln auch die Instrumente immer wieder mal ein bisschen und gruppieren sich um ein Mikrofon um, so richtig old-fashioned. Ganz tolle Sache. Neben dem, dass in dieser Band ohnehin wahrscheinlich die absolut beste, das grösste Frauentalent von Texas spielt, Brennan Lee. An ihr kommt man einfach nicht vorbei. Und dann das grösste Projekt, das ich hier gestartet habe, am 31. Oktober. Der Vorverkauf läuft blendend. In Riechen, Krüger Brothers mit 15 Leuten, also mit einem 15-Mann-Orchester. Im zweiten Set wird Spirit of the Rockies, das ist die Komposition von Jens Krüger, aufgeführt. Das ist natürlich absolutes Highlight. Ich finde, für alle, die irgendwie ein bisschen etwas Musik lieben, ist eigentlich völlig wurscht, was für Stil, so etwas kann man jetzt einfach nicht verpassen. Weil, sorry, hat es noch nie gegeben in der Schweiz, wird es auch so schnell nicht wieder geben. Zum allerersten Mal ein klassisches Orchester mit 3, ich sage jetzt einmal, das ist nicht richtig, Bluegrass-Musiker. Wir kennen ja Krüger Brothers, wie gut die sind. Kann man einfach nicht verpassen. Und für 75 Franken ein Billett, ja, es ist nicht wirklich teuer. Geht auf Zürich, kostet es 100 Stutz und 90 und 80. Einfach so als Hinweis. Ich würde mich sehr freuen, euch in Riechen zu begrüßen. Heute oben machen wir jetzt weiter. Ich glaube, ich habe euch nichts Schlechtes hier präsentiert. Im Gegenteil, die haben das absolut im Griff, die 4. Ist es nicht so? Und dann hat es noch ein paar CDs, haben noch diverse, wir haben immer einen guten CD-Verkauf hier in Laufen, der war heute auch schon bereits sehr gut gewesen, aber kaufen nur schön zu, günstiger kommen wir nicht dazu, jünger kommen wir definitiv auch nicht dazu und die Musik ein bisschen daheim hören ab dem eigenen CD-Player ist auch nicht ganz so übel, oder? Gut, jetzt machen wir weiter. Ich wünsche euch viel Vergnügen. Kommt wieder mal auf Wahlen oder auf Lauf oder wo auch immer ich Konzerte organisiere. Das freut mich jedes Mal. Und wie gesagt, geben wir Feedback, was kann man besser machen, was ist nicht so optimal, was ist gut gewesen. Dann tun wir das für das nächste Mal schon bereits hoffentlich einbauen. Wir sehen uns ja wieder. Das freut mich. Habt einen tollen Abend, kommen gut heim, gute Zeit. Bye bye.
So in the United States, we have a saying that banjo players spend half their time tuning and the other half playing out of tune. We're going to play a song that involves some tuning. Does anybody know the song Earl's Breakdown by Earl Scruggs? This song is called, I wrote this song, it's called Girls Breakdown. Gary to sing a song for you guys. This is a very old song. I think it comes from England originally. It's called Handsome Molly.
I wish I was in London, some other seaboard town. Set my foot on a steamboat and sail the ocean round. Sailing across the ocean, sailing across the sea. Thinking handsome Molly, wherever she might be. Remember, oh dear Molly, you gave me your right hand. Said if you would marry, then I would be your man. Now you broke your promise, marry if you please. My heart is breaking and rolling at your ease. Sailing across the ocean, sailing around the sea. Thinking handsome Molly, wherever she might be. She goes to church on Sunday, passes me on by. I can tell her love is changing by the rolling of her eyes. Her hair is black as ravens, her eyes as black as coal. Her cheeks that shone like lilies out in the morning cold. Sailing across the ocean, sailing across the sea. Thinking handsome Molly, wherever she might be. Wish I was in London, some other seaport town. Set my foot on a steamboat and sail the ocean round.
Another one from the song of the banjo. This is one you probably will recognize. When we play this tune at home in the U.S., I always tell people that if they've been to the grocery store recently, the supermarket, they would have just heard this song on the Muzak in the store. It's a tune that was the greatest hits, the oldies. This tune was done originally by Orleans, and it's called Dance With Me. Tune for you now that I wrote for the record before this one. When I moved to Nashville from California, I learned some of the different names for the banjo that you find in the South. In California, this is just called the banjo, but in the South, it has a lot of different names. well, the banger, right? But also the 5-banger, or some people call it the 5-wire. 5-wire. But 5-wire, so 5-wire, that's my favorite name for it. And when we were working on our last record, this was the very last tune we recorded. And we needed to deliver the album to Compass Records to get it all done. So we recorded this tune, and we really felt like we were under the wire, which is an expression for being out of time. We were under the wire. So then we decided to call this tune Under the 5-Wire. going to get Brian to sing a song for you guys. Do we have any John Hartford fans here? John Hartford, yeah. He was great. I love John Hartford's banjo playing because he was never afraid to stop playing. Most banjo players never stop till the song ends, but John always left space. This song we're going to do is one of the most famous songs, I guess, and most recorded songs, at least in American music. And I know you'll recognize it. It's super fun to play. It's called Gentle on My Mind.
It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. It makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words or bonds and the ink stains that are dried upon sunlight. Keeps you on the back roads by the rivers of my memories. Keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It ain't clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns now that binds me. Or something that somebody said because it thought we fit together walking. It's knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving as I walk along some railroad track and find that you're waving from the back roads by the rivers of my memory. Forever you're just gentle on my mind. Lines and the highways and the junkyards come between us. Some other woman crying to her mother 'cause she turned and I was gone. I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face, and the summer sun be burning till I'm blind. Not to where I cannot see you walking on the back roads by the rivers flowing gentle on my mind. Wrestling pool ball and a dirty hat pulled low across my face. Threw cup tins round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory. Forever you're just gentle on my mind.
there's a tune I've always wanted to play. It's an old tune, and now's my chance. I know this is one that any of you bluegrass fans will know, and it's another old tune. I don't really know the origins of this one, but it's an old fiddle tune, and I think it comes from America. It's called Bonaparte's Retreat. Does anyone know that song? So here's another banjo joke. While Brian tries to tune his fiddle. Okay, what's the difference between a South American black-spotted crow and a banjo? One is loud and obnoxious, and the other's a bird. There's a lot more where that came from. Why are there no banjos in Star Wars? Because it's the future. Here's one for all the Americans. What do you get when you cross a banjo player with a groundhog? 6 more weeks of Foggy Mountain Breakdown. On a guitar, you call these things frets, you know? On a banjo, we call them speed bumps. It's getting worse, huh? Okay, one more. There's nothing I like better than the sound of a banjo, unless it's a chicken trapped inside a vacuum cleaner. You like that one? A Dyson, okay, the ladies in the audience like that. We've all vacuumed up a chicken or two.
kissed her while the fiddles played the Bonaparte's Retreat. So I held her in my arms and told her of her many charms, and kissed her while the fiddles played the Bonaparte's Retreat. I held her all that night, So I held her in my arms and told her of her many charms and kissed her while the fiddles played the Bonaparte's retreat. So I held her in my arms and told her of her many charms and kissed her while the guitars played the Bonaparte's retreat. Yeah, I held her in my arms and told her of her many charms and kissed her while the fiddles played the Bonaparte's retreat.
We're going to do something a little bit different next. Give Gary a chance to take a little bit of a relaxation break. That's right, he's in the bass players union. There's no union for banjo players, unfortunately. We just have to keep working all the time. The truth is that we carry a jacuzzi tub with us on the road. And when we get to the gig, we have to fill it with Jell-O. Do you know what that is? Jell-O. Yep, and Gary sits in that tub while we play this next tune. I know it's weird. We're going to do a tune off the new CD for you, and we're going to do it in the old-fashioned way. Back in the early days of bluegrass music, when it was just all acoustic, no sound system. It was back in the times when the men would be in the kitchen making dinner, while the women were sitting on the front porch picking the banjo. Do you guys remember those days? That was cool, right? This is a tune from the new CD, and, well, I'll tell you a little about it. I wrote it for this banjo. This is a Pruka banjo, new banjo that Pruka made for me, and it's a signature model. So he asked me what I wanted on this new banjo that he was going to make for me, and I said that I wanted some extra frets because I wanted to be able to play a high D note. And I could tell when I said that he was wondering, he was thinking, Alison doesn't really need that. She's just asking for it. She doesn't need it. So I decided to write a tune that would use that note. I felt like I had to do that. So I wrote this next tune, and it's, in a little ways, it's like one of those jokes that goes on for a really long time. Like a joke, 10 minutes, the story, to finally get to the punchline. That's like this tune. So this tune is called The Musette for the Last Fret. So this is a special tune for Martin. Right in front of Martin. Hans Holzer.
Maybe 23.
Hans Holzer. Is he Hans?
Hans, all right.
Is he here? He's not here, is he?
He is not here. You know, the normal banjo players, they don't like your kind of banjo. Because they can follow your notes, so.
Okay.
Exactly.
Is that better?
That's what they can play.
That's what they can play?
You're too progressive.
Too progressive. Well, boys are always behind the girls. It's true, isn't it? Okay, so here we go. The musette for the last fret. the intimate portion of the program. Okay. Should I even try this? Okay, I'm gonna try this. Die folgende Person, Organist und arbeitet, hat einen Hintergrund. No. Bitte begrüßen Sie den Road Manager.
Hi, my name is Brendan, and I'm going to be singing a song that was made popular at the Grand Ole Opry by Grandpa Jones. Hello, stranger, how do you do? There's something I'd like to say to you. Are you from my homeland, my sunny homeland? Tell me, can it be? My home is way down in Old Tennessee, close to Vanderbilt University. I'm fairly certain I would be flirting with the southbound trains. Are you from Dixie? I said from Dixie, where the fields of cotton smile at me. It's nice to see you. Tell me I'll be you, and the friends I'm wanting to see. Are you from Alabama, Tennessee, or Caroline? Any place below that Mason-Dixon line. Are you from Dixie? I said from Dixie, 'cause I'm from Dixie too.
Thank you very much. You're very kind. It always happens that after Brendan sings, Gary wants to sing one. So, your turn, Gary.
Some lonesome sound out in my soul, in my soul. My baby flipped the blanket, she won't come back no more. My baby thinks she's a train, she makes the whistle stop and she's gone again. In my soul, in my soul, I'm telling you boys, my baby thinks she's a train. Locomotion is the way she moves, drags me around just like an old caboose. I'm telling you boys, that girl's insane. My baby thinks she's a train. Just some train sound, it's the sound that my baby makes when she hits town with a long hair flying. Man, she's hard to tame, hard to tame. What you gonna do when your baby thinks she's a train? She eats money like a train eats coal. She burns it up and leaves it in the smoke. You ought to see her flying when she hits town. Wanna catch a ride, you wait till she slows down. Locomotion is the way she moves, drags me round just like an old caboose. I'm telling you boys, that girl's insane. My baby thinks she's a train. Is the way she moves, drags me round just like an old caboose. I'm telling you boys, that girl's insane. My baby thinks she's a train. My baby thinks she's a train.
One more time for Gary West on the bass, Brian McDowell on the fiddle and the mandolin and the guitar and the vocals. That's Matt Flinter over there on the mandolin. Very many thanks to Martin for making all of this possible. Thank you, Martin, for bringing us. And to all of you guys for coming to see us. Dankeschön. Thank you very much. Got one more tune. Here's a tune I wrote about a visit to my grandmother's house in Cottondale, Florida, where there's nothing to do except to watch the watermelons grow. I was so sad when it was time to leave her house that I wrote a very sad song. I was so sad. Not really. I was very happy, so I wrote this next tune. It's called Leaving Cottondale. much. That's very nice of you. We appreciate your hospitality very much. In bluegrass, they say, "We were coming back anyway." Do we have any Celtic music fans here? Really? Cool. We'll do a medley of tunes that have traditions on both sides of the Atlantic that came from Ireland originally but made their way across the ocean to America. And as they were taken by the people inland through into the lonesome hollers and the mountains of North Carolina and the South, they became a little bit more lonesome, but there's still a foundation of bluegrass music. So the first tune we're going to do is called Temperance Reel in America, and it's called Teetotalers in Ireland, which means people who don't drink alcohol. I don't believe it, do you? Second tune is called My Love is in America. And the third tune is called The Mason's Apron. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, okay, we're gonna do, this is for you, since you recognize that.
Merci.